Hey everybody, welcome back to Fit with Gopal. Today I'm joined by Florian. That's how you say your name, right? Florian?
I mean, no, but
How do you say your name?
in French it's Florian.
Florian.
Florian Lory, but I mean, everyone call me Florian, so
Okay, Florian. Okay.
I'm good with this.
I'll try to call you Florian.
I mean, call me Florian, it's better.
My pronunciation is awful.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not French as you can tell. So where are you from and what do you do right now?
So I come from Belgium. I just do some powerlifting and a bit of CrossFit. I don't have to work, so I just live in Thailand for more than 2 years now.
Okay.
That's basically that.
So you're retired, like from work.
Well, we could say that.
So
I actually never really worked in my life. I've been pretty lucky.
okay.
And yeah, so I got share of my parents' business,
Yeah.
and just with that, it's enough to live in Southeast Asia.
Hmm. So once you told me that you're into real estate as well, right?
Yeah, that's the business. But
That's
like,
nice. It's okay.
I mean, I cannot lie, I'm not the one doing it.
You're not the one doing it?
I mean, I've worked a little bit when I was younger,
Yeah.
but I quickly understood that working is not my jam.
Okay.
I mean, I guess that's the jam of no one, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I was able to live without it, so I choose that life.
Okay. So now you're basically like semi-retired and
Yes,
you're trying to, so after you stop working, you try to find a different way of like basically doing something with your life. And that was like sports, like powerlifting, right?
yes. Like I started actually when I was working.
Okay.
Uh, and yeah, like I was working as a carpenter because we have real estate and carpenter
Yeah.
stuff. And like the work was too hard. And so the training was too hard as well. And
Hmm.
it was hard to make the improvement. So I chose to go back to school and do more sport. And
Ah, okay. So you went to university.
yeah, I actually went back to high school because I was quite a bad kid and I got kicked off.
Oh,
I got
okay.
kicked out of school, then I stopped for 2 years and worked in the business. And then I stopped working and went back to school.
Hmm.
Yeah, I pursued some study in diet first, but it was way too hostile. So I stopped again, went to live in Australia a few months, get back, and then I get to biochemistry. And yeah, that's it.
Okay. So you tried to work, but it was not for you,
Yeah,
and the university was also not really for you, right?
yeah. But biochemistry, but I still did the four years of it.
Yeah.
And then I had to do the internship. I applied for it, got no answer, and I said, okay, I'm done.
Oh, so you didn't graduate?
Yes.
Okay, but
So I was like, they're not answering. I'll probably never work in my life, even if I get
yeah.
the, the diploma. So I said, okay, it's fine.
But if you go back now, you could do the internship and get the
No,
diploma.
no, no, because it's it's valid for like 7 years from the first year. Oh no, it's almost been 10 years.
Oh, okay. So then you decided to move to Thailand,
Yes.
right?
I mean, Thailand was just a step. At first, I was planning to move in every country, jumping from visa to visa. So it was Thailand, then Vietnam, Taiwan, Philippines, Indonesia. But I met a girl, so
Ah,
arriving in Thailand, went to Vietnam, directly come back here. And after it didn't work well, I went to Malaysia,
okay,
Philippines, met another girl, stay quite a while. Didn't really go well, come back here to compete at the strength game.
okay.
And since that time, I've been here.
So strength gain was your first powerlifting competition with TAP.
Yes.
Oh wow, I've always thought that you've been here for like at least 2 years, so you've done like 2022 comps as well.
No, like I was planning to do I think it was the national qualifier,
Mm-hmm.
but at that time it went really bad with my ex, and I just
Okay,
left the country.
okay,
And yeah, so I didn't compete there. Then I really wanted to compete. That's how I ended up in Davao, Philippines.
Yeah.
So I saw a small competition there. I went there. I was pretty badly injured, but I still make it. And like I did my first 300 pull deadlift. It was pretty cool, and like the atmosphere was really good there. And yeah, so my first step was here at the strength games.
Okay. And you met your girlfriend at strength game, right?
Now I met her on the dating app like 1 week before.
Okay.
So yeah, since the time we've been together.
And she was a coach at Iron Hive?
At that time, no,
Okay.
no, she was still a student,
Ah, okay.
and then she worked at CrossFit 49,
Okay.
which is closed now. And she was coming to train with me at Iron Hive, so she got closer to Sunday and the owner, and so she ended up getting a coaching place there, and it works pretty well right now, I guess.
Do you ever want to work as a coach at Iron Hive as well?
I think I will be pretty bad at it.
But you're good at like lifting, right?
I understand very well lifting, but I'm not good at giving advice and explaining myself.
Okay. So like, let's say somebody asks you, how do I set up for a deadlift? Do you think you can give them like advice or?
I think they will be overwhelmed.
Okay, so you'll give them all at once.
Yeah.
Like pack your lats, do this, do that, right? Yeah. Okay. Now, how did you find Iron Hive when you first came here?
So at first I was working out at Muscle Factory.
Okay.
And I've met a powerlifter, Lily.
Okay.
Another Indian girl. And she talked to me about Iron Hive. And at the time, so it was just after I left Belgium. And I left Belgium as the number one South Belgian. And so I was pretty much done with powerlifting. I was more about bodybuilding and still doing a bit of strength, but not that much. Since I was supposed to travel, and so it's hard to keep the strength and stuff like that. And then I went to Vietnam, and I trained in a more powerlifting gym. I was like, okay, I have to go back to a powerlifting gym. And so I come back. When I came back to Bangkok, I went to Iron Hive, and like I was pretty amazed because at that time we had not really good powerlifting gym in Belgium, in South Belgium. So okay, so then you found Iron Hive. Yes. But going back to Vietnam, how was the powerlifting gym there? It was pretty good. It was between commercial gym and no power rack, but like you have the power bar and the calibrated plate. So it was pretty good and much cheaper than here. Okay. That's one of the big issue I think about Thailand is like the gym are super expensive. Yeah. Like a powerlifting gym would be half the price in Belgium, where we earn much more money, Yeah. So it would be like what, $50 in Belgium. Yeah. Whereas here it's like 100. Yes. Right. So, then have you competed as part of the national team in Thailand yet? Not yet. Okay. I wanted to be part of the national team, but we got issue with the government not allowing the foreigner. Yeah. So yeah, everybody had a problem with that. So there is a picture on your Instagram. I think it is an international meet. So did you compete? Quite bad. Like it was in 2021, 2022 in Sweden I was in the Belgium national team. Oh. I was at 83. And you were open, right? Yeah, in the open. So actually, back then there was a Thai national team as well in that comp. No, because it was the European Championships. Okay. So it wasn't Worlds, right? Yeah. Okay. Like both was in Sweden that year. So how was your experience like competing at Euros? It was pretty good. Like this is the first time I met like really strong powerlifter. Like I met Ipanash. Oh wow. And okay. I had the occasion to talk quite a lot with him. Yeah. And I understood like world champions are actually normal people and like they're pretty nice. Yeah. I didn't expect that. Like look at Opar. Yeah. And yeah, since that time I've progressed quite a lot. I think it helped me. Yeah.
So back then, what was your total?
Pretty bad. I had 630, I think.
That's pretty bad.
For me, yes.
Okay. So and now your total is like
I guess I will total something like 775 if it goes as planned.
maybe
Like
800.
for this year, I hope.
Yeah, at the end of the year, right?
Yeah.
And do you have plans of going to Worlds?
World, no, because it's Germany, so it's gonna be pretty expensive.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, it's just next to Belgium, so it's a country I already know and nothing new to me. So my plan is going to Japan
Oh,
in July, I think.
yes.
So weird competition, the Asian African Pacific competition.
Yeah.
But it's Japan, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Have you been to Japan before?
I've been to Japan, but I don't remember what city.
Okay.
It was quite a while ago, like 8 years ago, I guess.
Okay. So, yeah, are you excited for that?
Yeah, but like the point is, as again, if the government allow me to
Yeah.
go, and if it's not for me, I think my girlfriend will go.
Okay.
Like she gonna compete at the national qualifier.
Okay. It'll be your first time, right?
Her first time, yeah, and like she got a pretty strong squat.
How much is she squatting now?
Right now, 120, but it's high bar with CrossFit.
Oh,
CrossFit belt.
yeah.
So I'm pretty excited to see her with her SBD belt and the stiffness sleeve.
Yeah.
And I think end of the year she could get close to the Asian record on squat.
What's her body weight?
52 kilo.
Okay. So I think under 52, that's like
147.5.
yeah. Okay. So yeah, I think 27 kilos, like with with proper equipment, is possible.
Yeah, and less conditioning, so
Yeah.
it helps a lot, I guess.
Yeah. So sorry. Yeah. So right now you're prepping for two competitions,
Yes.
CrossFit and National Championship.
Yes.
Let's start with CrossFit first.
Yes.
Yeah. How is the prep going? How are you prepping for this?
So the prep is going not so good because the I don't train CrossFit anymore. I
Yeah.
just train super specifically, like because I know the what I'm gonna do. So I just train the what. I don't do all the movement of CrossFit.
Mm-hmm.
As this movement, I'm quite bad at it, like the chest to bar and the double under, and also the squat snatch.
Yeah.
I have huge problem of mobility.
Okay.
My mobility is pretty bad to start with, even with doing a lot of bench. Like my overall mobility is so stuck.
So this will be your second time competing at
Yes.
for CrossFit.
Yes.
What was your experience like the first time?
I mean, I won, so I was quite happy about it. But like, I got much more fatigue than expected between the. And yeah, I like it, but not so much. I don't know how to describe that. But CrossFit is too hard. Like
Okay.
it's too hard to be really enjoyable, you know.
Okay. This is so you enjoy powerlifting way more than CrossFit.
Yes.
Definitely.
The training for powerlifting is a pleasure. Like training for CrossFit is hell.
Some people like it though.
They like hell.
Yeah. It's like masochist.
What I like about CrossFit is like if you have the mental to push, like you can do much better. Or like in powerlifting, in training, like it's really easy to go to the max you can do. Like you cannot do more set or heavier. Like it's super easy to get to the max volume. And so like I'm the hardest worker in the room and stuff like that for powerlifting. I don't really believe so.
Oh, okay. So, do you currently have a coach?
I had a coach for a while, but like I prefer coaching myself. It's too much stress. Like if you tell me a P8 and I'll do a 9, I'll feel really bad and I won't send the video and stuff like that.
So, was your coach somebody in Thailand?
No, he was French.
Okay. So for CrossFit, do you currently have a coach as well, or
I was using the HWPO app.
okay,
So
that's a CrossFit app. Right.
the Match Fraser app, and it was decent, but like the strength part, I wasn't a fan of it. I They do some strengths, but like they don't know so much about strengths, in my opinion, in CrossFit. Like there's some things they could work on.
Yeah.
Because I believe being strong is the first thing in CrossFit, and I can say I'm quite the proof of it. Like my technique is quite bad, and I still perform well because I'm much stronger than them.
Yeah. And have you always been strong?
I've been above average for sure, but never the strongest. Like any sport I was always pretty good.
Yeah.
But like there was always someone above me. It's still the case here, though.
Yeah.
And that's also why I went to CrossFit. It's because I'm pretty good at everything, but never the best. And like CrossFit is being the master of none.
Yeah.
So it was good for me,
Mm.
but I don't like it. So
Yeah. So back to powerlifting.
exactly.
And your training currently is mostly powerlifting, right?
Mostly powerlifting, a bit of conditioning, and the what from the competition.
Mm.
Like I do it like as like accessories or depending on what it is.
Yeah. Hey, so I know you're enjoying the podcast and I'll let you get back to that, but I had a quick little announcement that I wanted to make. If you're looking to lose fat, build muscle, or get fit, I can help you with that. Currently, I'm providing online and in-person training. So if that's something you're interested in, feel free to reach out to me on Facebook, Instagram, or WhatsApp. Links are in the description. So what are you waiting for? Get fit with Gopal today and back to the show. So how is your powerlifting prep going so far?
I've been back to my strength super fast. I was quite impressed about it.
Yeah.
And so far, right now, I'm pride because it's the 5th week of the block,
Okay.
and the competition is next week. So I'll have my deload taper.
Yeah.
So it's going pretty good. And then the thing is, I have 4 weeks after the competition,
Mhm.
so it's gonna be pretty short. I have to start the picking right away. And for visa purpose, I'll have to go out of the country.
Okay.
I'll go to Kuala Lumpur just the week before the competition, and
Oh wow.
I'll go a few days. It's gonna be the birthday of my girlfriend and Valentine's Day,
Okay.
so we'll see how it
Yeah.
goes. Like,
And currently you're go ahead.
like still, and like the immigration is always a bit of stress.
Yeah, yeah.
Never sure you'll be able to enter the country. So
Yeah. And currently you're on a tourist visa, right?
yes,
So why don't you look into getting like a DTV visa?
I don't even know what visa is that.
Oh, so it's a digital nomad visa.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know the requirement for that. Like I think the easiest would be the wedding visa. So
So you want to get married, right?
I mean, at least on paper.
Okay. Okay.
So we'll see. But
Yeah. But basically, like digital nomad visa is like a 5-year visa.
Mhm.
You leave every 6 months, and yeah, that's pretty much it. You only need like you need income coming in from
Mhm.
outside, and that's it.
I see.
Yeah, you should look into it. I
Yeah.
think it will benefit you because yeah, I know like a lot of my friends who are foreigners. They're like, oh yeah, whenever we go out for
Mhm.
the visa and we come in, it's always a stress because what if immigration asks you, what are you
Yeah.
doing here? Oh, powerlifting competition. Yeah. So at NC, you're aiming for 775, right?
Sorry.
At national championships.
Yes.
Yeah, 775.
Yeah, it will be 600 pounds, 400 and 700 would be like the milestone, like in pounds. So it's 272,
Mm-hmm.
182, and 317.5. Like I've already hit the bench and the deadlift, and like the squat usually goes quite up with the taper.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I guess it will be there, but you
Yeah.
never know.
Anybody else in your weight class that can total something closer?
No one is close to me in my weight class. Like, well, for me here, like competing, uh, it's like almost like a local meet. It's like the national championships, but
Yeah.
it's more like a local meet. So what I want is to win the overall.
Mm.
And so this time, I think only Nope gonna
Yeah.
be able to be close to me. I think we're gonna fight together because this Hers who's pretty good, but it's not competing. Waravan is not competing.
Yeah.
So I guess only Nope gonna be close.
Okay.
Also, Ethan.
Yeah.
Ethan is pretty good, but he's just gonna be loading.
So is he competing?
No,
Ethan
no,
is.
no. Ethan is just loading. Like,
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's not quite there yet, but like by the end of the year,
Yeah, he's
he's
gonna
gonna
take
be
over.
much above me, I guess.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like by the time he becomes a junior, I think he'll probably be like a champion.
Yeah, I guess he has great chance to be world champion.
Yeah, because he has like 2 years now.
That's his last year as sub junior.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's 17 now.
Yes.
Okay. So
Well,
yeah, he has a year.
Yeah. But like the world championship's gonna be in Costa Rica for him.
Yeah, that's far away.
Like that's super far. Like he has to go like by Paris and then only to.
Yeah,
It's like almost 2 days of traveling.
I think it would almost be better for him to just go to Asians and then like compete there because
Yeah,
he can put a bigger total up.
very cool.
Yeah.
Even go as an open.
Yeah, at Asians, yeah. But I think this year, a lot of the big like a lot of the big competitors at Asians are not competing at Asians just because of the time gap.
Mhm.
Like I think Worlds is in July, June, something like that, and Asians is also around that time. So I don't think somebody who qualified for Worlds
I
is
mean,
going to Asians.
Asian is December, I think.
No, I mean Asian specific, Asian,
Oh, yeah.
African, yeah, the one in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like, yeah, the Asian Championships, like, this year I'm not quite interested by it because it's in Tokyo, so it's almost like going back to Europe.
Yeah.
Like, it's quite expensive just to go to Asian.
You mean Uzbekistan, right?
Yeah, I mean, for 2025.
Okay.
2024 was in Uzbekistan. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people were actually scared to go there.
Yeah. I don't blame them. What about 2025? When is Asians?
It's gonna be in Tokyo, so
Okay, so
like it was never really good when they
Okay.
compete there. Like they've done the junior world and university
Yeah.
world, I think. Like it was nothing crazy.
Okay.
Like if to pay a flight to go to Tokyo, I'll just go back to Belgium to see my family.
Yeah, I guess it could be a good like it could be a nice way for you to just compete there and then go to your family.
Yeah.
Now, yeah. Now going back to your tourist visa, I think one of the conditions for being able to compete for the Thai team is you need a work permit or a student visa.
Yes.
So how are
That's
you
why
gonna get
I
around?
also want to get the wedding visa.
Okay.
Because like last year I was on the student visa.
Yeah.
Actually study Thai, which is really hard to learn.
Okay.
And yeah, so that's also why. But like some people went beforehand with the tourist visa.
Mm.
They were not really allowed, but they did.
Okay. So do you think can you speak Thai now?
I won't say what I know because it's
Oh,
pretty
okay.
bad.
Yeah. Hmm. uh, uh, yeah. So why don't you get like an education visa again this year and then decide to compete?
Because actually cannot learn a second year of Thai, I believe. I could do that with English or Chinese, I think.
Okay.
And it's actually pretty annoying. Like they send you to the Chengwatana,
Yeah.
what is it called? Yeah, the immigration, and like it's super long. Like you get your ticket and then you have to wait for like 8 hours.
Yeah.
And just was a flight.
Get an agent.
Yeah.
An agent will make it happen in like 15 minutes. You just pay them extra and that's it. Yeah. I don't know if I should be saying that on podcast because it's a gray area, but yeah, that happens here in Thailand. So, if you do compete at internationals, like if you do go to Japan, what total are you aiming for?
And it's gonna be pretty short, but still hope for 800. Would be pretty nice. Because I will be competing as 105 and I've lot of room since I'm only 94, 95 kilo right
Yeah.
now. The thing is, I don't like to be too chubby. So,
Okay.
well, the goal is just competing. Like,
Yeah.
if I could get a podium or something like that, that's better. But like, just want to compete.
Do you think with 800 you can get podium?
Yeah, for sure. Like the 105 class in Asia is not really very strong.
Okay.
Like the 93 is almost as strong as the 105.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like, I mean, there's not so many big guys.
Yeah. Even 120s is pretty empty, right?
Yeah, I mean, 120, if just competing is enough to get a podium sometimes. So,
Okay.
yeah, if there are three, that's good.
Yeah. Now,
Well, I think Japan, since it's pretty cool, a lot of people are gonna go.
Yeah.
And what make it harder for the podium is Russia is now competing for the Asia part of the world.
Yeah.
Because before they were in the European part.
Yes.
And they are really strong. So.
Yeah, but actually they're competing as neutral athletes, right?
Yeah, but they get whatever they get the medal.
Yeah. So I think that's quite interesting. I mean, like with the whole government thing here, what I was thinking was if there were problems, Thailand could do something similar with like neutral athletes. But I don't think they need to do that anymore.
Yeah, like I'm scared that if I do that, I come back and the government kick me out.
Why are you scared about that?
I shouldn't talk about that.
So, right now, what does a day in a life look like for you in Thailand?
Right now, I wake up, eat my breakfast, go to Iron Hive, train, and wait for my girlfriend.
Oh, that's
Because she's gonna coach like at 5 or something like that.
Okay.
Then go somewhere to eat, go back home.
Okay.
Pretty simple life. Like,
Yeah.
I like a simple life.
So, do you live near the gym?
Not really. I used to, but this time, since I might have to flight a lot and everything, we went quite far. Like, much cheaper to rent.
Okay.
And also, that's a place I used to live before, and like in much calmer, because Bangkok can be really overwhelming.
Yeah.
And I'm still on the Sukhumvit line, just in front of the stop. So.
Okay.
So it's still pretty easy to come. Like.
So, like on or something like that.
No, even further.
Oh, wow.
I'm in Cheng Erawan.
Pardon?
Cheng Erawan.
Oh,
E17.
wow. That's really far away.
And it's just 20 minutes of
BTS.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
And when you are there, you always have a seat, So
Okay.
you see it, you listen to podcasts. And,
Okay. What podcast do you listen to?
usually I'll listen more like bubble medicine or stuff like that.
Pardon?
Bubble medicine. You don't know? Bubble medicine.
Bubble medicine.
Yes.
What is bubble medicine?
I mean, it's just two powerlifter doctor who talk about like the recent studies and
Okay.
about way to train.
Okay. So, what's the name of the doctor?
Baraki and I don't remember.
Okay. All right, that's fine.
Both are really strong powerlifter, like they lift like 340, something like that.
So you don't listen to like King of the Lifts or anything like that?
I used to when I was back in Belgium, but
Yeah.
Because at the time when I was in Belgium, I was basically living like a monk, and I had my home gym.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of time, and I wasn't working at all.
Yeah.
So I was all the time going for a walk, like 3 hours a day almost. So I was listening to a lot of podcasts at the time.
Okay.
Since I'm back here, like just know since I live in Changarawan, and I have 20 minutes of BTS, but before, like I've basically stopped for 2 years to listen to podcasts. So.
Okay. No Joe Rogan, nothing.
No.
Right. Okay.
I just got from my Instagram algorithm. Sometimes it had not been there, but that's all.
Speaking of your Instagram algorithm, I see your stories always, and like I think as soon as you post it, the first frame of the story is like a meme.
Yeah.
Right? And it's always like the most out of pocket, craziest meme I've ever seen. Like it's like if you add it for a second, everybody's gonna unfollow. It's like those type of memes, right? So you love your memes.
Yeah, I love it, but like I cannot post it. I'm pretty shy, so just like a frame it.
Okay. Yeah, I think you should post the full thing. It'll
Mm.
make some people laugh.
Yeah, well, I lose a lot of followers as well, I guess.
Yeah.
Uh, that's who I am, so it's not a big loss, I guess.
Okay. So, currently, what is your favorite meme? Do you even have a favorite meme, or like a meme you can remember off the top of your head?
Honestly, no.
Nothing at all.
No, it's always something new.
When I think about memes, I always, I mean, right now I'm thinking about the girl surrounded by six black guys.
Sorry?
The white girl
Mhm.
surrounded by six black guys.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's a
Of
pretty
course.
old one, but yeah, I thought about it at some point.
Yeah.
Like, I actually wanted to make that meme like back in 5 years ago when I got pretty fucked by the referee. Like I wanted to
Yeah.
make that meme, like use my
Okay.
face on the blonde girl and the referee,
Okay.
because he was, I don't know, it was insane that day. I still don't get why.
Was it on
Like,
like a squat?
yeah, it was uh, just before COVID happened.
Yeah.
Like I went 3 for 9 that day.
Oh wow.
But like I actually did 9 for 9, but I went 3 for 9, and I mean I'm not the kind of guy who's gonna blame the referee because I'm a referee myself.
Yeah.
So I know that. I still don't understand.
I guess the referee just had something against you.
Yeah, it's always something weird in Belgium because we actually have, like, Belgium is separated in two, like in three, but basically in two,
Yeah.
like with the Dutch part and the French part, and sometimes there's some kind of conflict.
So, when you walk down the streets of Bangkok,
Mhm.
do people ever say, "Hey, Johnny Sins"?
In here, not much. During some point it happened, but in Bangkok, not so much. But back in Philippines,
Yeah.
it was like 15 times a day at
Oh
least.
wow.
Even the kid.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they know him, but they know him.
Yeah. Interesting. So, do you think you look like Johnny Sins?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of look similar. I'm bigger
Mm-hmm.
all the way.
Yeah. Okay. Huh. So, I guess maybe you really are Johnny Sins. Just like it's like
I wish.
you wish. So, no plumbing, no pizza delivery guy. You don't do any of that. No being a doctor.
Maybe being a porn actor, who knows? The real part.
Yeah. So, other than that, what is your experience of being a foreigner in Thailand?
I mean, I think Bangkoks are quite used to foreigner like
Yeah.
this. There are almost more foreigner in Bangkok than Thai. So,
Yeah.
especially in Iron Hive, like
Yeah.
it's mostly foreigner. So here it's quite normal. Or like, yeah, like I said, like all the time I'll say Philippines, but like Philippines, it was like downtown. And yeah, there are, I felt almost like a god at some point, like everyone taking picture of me and
Oh
stuff
wow.
like that. But here it's pretty normal, like pretty normal life in Bangkok.
So you felt like a celebrity in Philippines.
In Philippines for sure.
Yeah. What city were you in?
Davao. It's actually
Okay.
the second biggest city, but like it's not tourist at all.
Okay. What is like the city that tourists usually go to in? Is it?
Philippines?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Mandalay.
Cebu, Palawan.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So now you're gonna go to Kuala Lumpur, right?
Yes, it's gonna be the fourth time. Like this is actually a pretty good powerlifting gym. So I wanna go somewhere I know because just before national is much
Yeah.
easier. And yeah, I really like Kuala Lumpur.
Yeah.
Like it's nice city and you have access to the nature quite easily. Like if you wanna go hike and see some green stuff,
Yeah.
it's pretty easy. Like you take the cab for 15 minutes and you are there.
Oh wow.
Like here, like in 15 minutes, you're still on Sukhumvit Line.
That's Sukhumvit, right?
Yeah.
That's the area you chose. uh, yeah. I mean, experience of Thailand. Like when we talk about that, we cannot skip over all of like the ping pong shows and stuff like that, right? Have you experienced any of that?
Yeah, I've been to ping pong show.
Yeah.
Been pretty impressive.
Oh.
I mean, he is part of it, but like he was in Pattaya, but like I really don't like Pattaya.
Mm.
Like, it just like a sexy in, that's basically it.
Yeah.
Yeah. At first, I didn't really like Bangkok, but after living for almost 2 years, I kind of like, and like I went back to Belgium for a few months.
Mm-hmm.
After a while, I was missing Bangkok. And yeah, everything is much easier access and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
nothing, it's never close, and so it's always easy to have what you want, you know.
Yeah.
Because like in Belgium, like on Sunday everything's closed. After 8 p.m., it's hard to find something open. So yes, there's some positive about Bangkok as well.
Yeah. 3 a.m. you can order Grab.
Yes.
The best thing.
Yeah, like I mean, so much cheaper than Europe. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, in Europe, I think a meal costs like what, 10, 15 euros easily.
No. I mean, our meal, yeah, if you go to
Yeah.
restaurants, it's gonna be around 15 euros like, for like something pretty basic, almost like McDonald's or something
Oh
like that.
wow, yeah.
Yeah.
But like normal meal at like a good restaurant.
Yeah, it goes fast, 25 euro
Oh
with
wow.
sauce drink and
Yeah.
yeah, like
Here.
if you go to for two and you want to like you have the entry, the main, and like you go to 150 pretty fast.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's like you can have 3 meals for that
Mm.
price, like 3 good meals here.
Yeah. And here, when you see the price of buffet and stuff like that, it's crazy.
Oh
you know?
yeah. Yeah, some buffets I've seen they're like 200 baht,
Mhm.
which is like, how are you making profit on that?
Yeah.
I mean, if a person really decides to eat well, like, how is that a profitable business? But I guess they are making profit because you see them everywhere.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just money laundering. Could be.
Could be. I think they're still fine.
Yeah. I think a lot of the massage places here are money laundering.
Yeah, probably.
For sure, because you see them everywhere. And there's no way all of them are in profit, especially during COVID.
Yeah, I wasn't here during that time.
Yeah, but yeah, they were pretty deserted during COVID.
Yeah, I guess.
Like the whole world, pretty much. And you competed before COVID and right after COVID, right?
Yeah. Like I actually think I got COVID at the first competition in Belgium, but
wow.
at that time we were not testing, so I cannot be sure it was that.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean I compete since 2012, so
A lot of competitions.
there's a lot of competition before COVID and after COVID.
Yeah. And you told me like you watch a lot of powerlifting as well, right? You're up to date with most of powerlifting,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So what do you think about Sheffield and what do you think is going to happen there?
I mean, Kiel, I don't know how to pronounce his name.
I think it's
Shell.
either Kiel or Shell.
Yeah.
We need to
I
ask
mean,
him.
he's the heavy favorite for sure.
Yeah.
But I've been pretty close to Hopper.
Yeah.
Like training with him every day. I think he's gonna have his word for it. After Austin Parkin always pretty good. I hope to see some big lift from the Mega Godzilla. For the girl side, I mean, Agatha Cole seems insane again.
Undefeatable.
I would have loved to see Jessica, the 47 from the America, but like she's still in the reserve.
Yeah.
So yeah. I'm not sure about the other girls.
I think Evie is competing, who was like the 2022 champion.
Yes.
And I think like Sonita is competing.
Yeah, Sonita from Belgium.
Yes. Oh yeah, she's from Belgium. Yeah. So and I think she has a chance at putting up something crazy as well.
Yeah, like squat is always crazy.
Yeah.
She used to be a deadlift specialist, but since she gained weight, I mean, the big legs makes it harder.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she's gonna do something. Yes.
Yeah, and you can tell like she squats more than like a lot of men as well.
Than me.
Crazy.
By a lot.
Yeah. I think her PR is like what, 300?
313 kilo.
Yeah.
So basically my deadlift.
Yeah. Basically my subtotal. But yeah, it's definitely interesting to see all of these lifters like getting better every comp, because 2 years ago the standard was so different.
Yeah, but she's still a pretty new lifter. Like she hasn't been there for so
Yeah.
long. And yeah, she started as a minus 84. Like, she would like something like 95 kilo. Like between the minus 84 and the plus 84, the gap is so big for the
Yeah.
woman. Like they would like something in between.
I don't think they're gonna do that. It's like 120 plus.
Yeah.
I think Jesus Mega Gojira, he weighs like 140 as well.
Yeah, even more. Like I think it's closer to 170.
Uh oh no,
Uh,
sorry. Timur,
Timor,
yeah, he's 140
and not Timor actually. His cutting is going to
yeah,
minus
now
120.
he's cutting,
Yeah.
yeah. But at Worlds he was
Yeah.
140. So it's interesting because like 120 to even 140 is 20 kilos.
Yeah.
Whereas 105 to 120 is only 15. And then if somebody's weighing 170, that's like 50 kilos.
Yeah.
So I, I guess like if you go into like GL points, it's kind of fair. But if a normal person is watching powerlifting, they're like, oh, this guy is lifting way more than that. They don't really look at the body weight. So I think when it comes to powerlifting, they could improve that part of it, maybe add more weight classes so that the normal person
but
could watch it.
there's actually already no lifter in the plus 120.
Yeah.
So if they cut it more, like if you go to the untested side, there's the 140 class.
Yeah.
Or like it would be hard in powerlifting. Like,
but yeah,
if you go to 140 plus, you'll have like 3 lifter at most.
Yeah.
At the highest level, and like at low level, there'll be no one basically.
Yeah, of course. Like I think the talent pool has to grow.
Yeah.
Which it's growing every day. You can see so many new lifters coming in. Like just recently, I think Elliot Sykes, the junior, like the #1 junior in the world, he is pretty new as well. I think he's only been lifting for 2 or 3 years, already #1. So as a sub junior.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So I'm sure like in the future there will be like 120 pluses who weigh more, but they're just strong.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is like the end range is always hard to find that.
Yeah, of course.
Like even the 59, like 59 is not interesting to watch. Like because the pool is so small that there's basically only Oscar and the rest is like they're good, but like they're almost like me, you know. Yeah. Basically, like they make the same good lift point than me, and I'm good, but I'm not world class at all.
Yeah. It's like I think from the 66s things start to get more interesting.
Yeah. Even when you look at the world record right now, it's pretty far from what they do in the 74. I mean, it's gonna go up by quite a margin in this comp, I guess. But yeah, it was, I'm gonna say, almost the weakest weight class.
Yeah, I think so, but now it's slowly getting better.
Yeah, it's getting better for sure.
It's like actually even the 83s are pretty close to 74s right now, like the world record. I think it's like
it's been up by quite I mean it's because the 74 world record is so high.
Yeah.
It's actually insane what he did at 74. But like you see Joe Borestein now in the 83. That's total like 900 in training. If he can pull that at the
then that's crazy. Yeah, that's the 93 world record, 901. So let's see. But also I think this year for powerlifting is going to be super big because a lot of the OGs are coming back, like Jonathan Keiko, Taylor Atwood, Gavin Aiden, all of these people that were like absent during 2024 due to many reasons. So I think it'll get even more interesting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they have to make it out from the American national. It's never easy.
Yeah, of course. But I think I'm sure like Jonathan Keiko can make it.
Yeah, he seems insane right now.
Yeah, have you seen his bench? I think he benches more than
250 for 2 or something like that. Huh?
I think he benches like 20 kilos less than Jesus, which is crazy.
Yeah.
93 versus 120 plus, and it's a 20 kilo difference. So, yeah, he is definitely like the best bencher that we know of.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But what are your future plans for the sport, for your life?
I mean, for the sport, I'll just try doing my best.
Yeah.
Like improving my total, hoping to go to the international scene. Like for myself, I would like to open a gym at some point.
Here?
But yeah, I mean, probably, but like I would like to go more like the south one. Like I like the calm life and not the city life.
Ah, okay.
And like yes, if I can help grow the sport somewhere else than Bangkok, because like powerlifting is basically based in Bangkok right
Yeah.
now. So if it can go in the south or something like that, it would
Mhm.
be nice. And then I never know. Like my plane never, I never stuck with the same plane for more than 3 months. So
Oh wow.
yeah, my life always changed for some reason.
Getting married.
Maybe. I mean, at least on paper. After we'll see.
Okay. Is your girlfriend okay with getting married?
I guess.
I guess
I
this is.
try.
I guess this is a proposal if she watches this.
I mean, I ask her pretty often because I mean, it's quite annoying. She said, "No, I'm not against it," but
Yeah.
I don't know if she's really okay with that or not.
But she's also pretty young, right?
Yeah, that's the problem. So.
Yeah. So.
Well, I have much more to lose than her. So
Okay. Yeah. I guess if you get married, then you could eventually get a Thai passport as well, if that's something
uh,
you're interested in.
I have no idea for that. Like, I think I have no idea to be
Yeah.
honest.
You'll need to look into that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope that you can eventually open a gym. I think it will be really cool.
Mhm.
And I hope next year or this year. I'm always used to saying next year because
Yeah,
2024. But yeah, I hope this year you can compete and hopefully get a podium at Worlds.
at Worlds, I don't think so.
No, at Japan and then at
Yeah,
Worlds next year.
still next year impossible. I mean, competing at Worlds is already pretty big. Like you see all the stars and everything, but I know if I ever like the 93 105 is so packed that even getting in the top 20 is already good, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For the 93s, I think right now you need to total at least 870 to get on podium.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on podium, yeah, but like even the top 10 is at least 800, I guess.
yeah. So yeah,
So
you got top 10.
yeah, but like it's this year, like next year is gonna be
850.
825.
Yeah, probably 825, 830.
Because yeah, people always think, hey, if I do that, I'll be able to go on the podium. Like everything goes so fast right now.
Yeah,
Like when I see Ethan, he's always amazed me, you know.
yeah.
Like I actually met him in Muscle Factory when he was like 14.
Oh,
He was
wow.
deadlifting like 140. I say, hey, you should get into it really into it.
Yeah,
You'll pull 300 so fast, and then he pulls 330 now.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
2 years later.
And he's still not happy with it. I
Yeah,
saw his post. It was like, I'm not satisfied
yeah,
with
it
the
was.
lock.
He's a scrappy lift, and
Yeah, but I mean, still pulling 330 is a
yeah,
great achievement.
yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, it's almost 10 kilo above the world record. Okay, it
Yeah,
was with strap and in the gym. I hope he's gonna make it this year.
yeah. I think he is going to Japan as well, right?
I'm not sure about that. I mean, if he get good grade, his father will let him go to Costa Rica.
Ah, okay.
Boys are smart kid and hard worker, so I believe he gonna get his good grade and
Ah,
get
okay.
that world record.
Yeah, and yeah, yeah. Let's see, because if he does become a junior, then he will be independent. So then he could probably do whatever he wants with the comps.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe.
I mean
Depends.
the money comes from his father
Ah, okay.
anyway. And he will be at school. He won't be able to gather the money and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
but in university he will have more freedom.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right. So before we wrap that up, do you want to say anything? Do you have anything to say?
I don't know.
Nothing. Okay.
It's pretty awkward to me, so thank you and thank you to inviting me. And
Yeah. Thank you for coming on. Back to the plumbing job, right?
yes,
Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming on
welcome.
once again.
Thank Johnny Sins fan.
Perfect. I'll use that as a thumbnail.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Like the podcast, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.